Happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Good Monday morning and welcome to The Splash Live. Dave Scott right here on Civic Center TV and all across all of our outlets. It's The Splash Live, part of 90 minutes of live television each and every Monday through Friday right here on Civic Center TV. Starts out with The Splash Live, where we are hyper local. You will not find any media outlet with more local information than we have right here. Tyler Keefe steps in at 10 o'clock this morning, and he'll be doing, as he has for the past several years, presenting the Megacast. Again, very local information, but we expand our geography a little bit into Oakland County, Metro Detroit, and the state of Michigan with a very local spin. It's an hour and a half of live local television each and every day right here on Civic Center TV. So how do you watch all of our programming? A quick reminder, you can go to the outlet that's been there for over 20 years. Find us on Comcast Channel 15. You got to go way down to Channel 15, and there we are, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're an AT&T subscriber, we invite you to head over to AT&T Channel 99. There'll be a selection of channels you can pick from West Bloomfield, Orchard Lake, Eagle Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and see your favorite local communities' television programming. You can also watch us on Civic Center TV. It's a great place to go because there we have all of our video. You'll find a live link to our live video player. It's actually a little video player there in the corner of the website. But you'll also find all of our on-demand content. So if you want to go see something that happened previously, maybe you were the subject of one of our stories, it'll be posted there and easy to find. CivicCenterTV.com. That's where you'll find everything Civic Center TV related. You can also catch us on social media. Head out to Facebook. We're live there on Facebook Live, and there's an archive of every show on Facebook Live. Just search for Civic Center TV. And you can also head over to YouTube Live, where we are right now, and are each and every Monday through Friday morning. And of course, you can listen to us on the radio. We have our own radio station, our own FM broadcast radio station, 89.3 Lakes FM, 89.3 FM, where we are this morning, and we hope you tune in. So wherever you tune in, wherever you are this morning, thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you take advantage of your local community television outlet, Civic Center TV. So weather-wise, we got a great day ahead of us. We'll see partly sunny skies and temperatures in the 40s, which really is quite remarkable for this time of year. 35 will be our low tonight. Tomorrow, a few more clouds, 43, and then by the end of the week, as we get into Friday, look for some rain returning. And I heard it's going to be pretty nice over the weekend, but that's our forecast. Next couple of days, certainly in the 40s. If you have anything left to do outside, get out and enjoy it. This can't last forever. The weather has been remarkable. Well, it's hard to get out and enjoy the beautiful weather over the weekend because there was so much incredible football. Was that the best football weekend we have had in forever? Of course, the Detroit Lions had the spectacular game. It was the best. I couldn't believe it. I went to the Detroit Free Press, and the very tough reporters at the Detroit Free Press gave our Detroit Lions an A in every single category: offense, defense. Lions won big. It was an awful lot of fun to watch. Huge weekend as well for the University of Michigan and our own Donovan Edwards, who had another great standout game. The University of Michigan has done it all so far. They've still got more to do, but they've had a great victory over the weekend, led by Makari Page on defense from West Bloomfield High School, and Donovan Edwards, who is really turning into one of the top collegiate running backs in our country. And yes, I love it every time during the U of M game on national TV as they say, Donovan Edwards from West Bloomfield High School. I mean, what a great opportunity that is for our community to continue to be visible all across our nation. So it was a great weekend for football. U of M will likely have a chance to, well, not likely, they will have a chance to play in the collegiate tournament. And Ohio State, I can't even say it. Ohio State even snuck into the tournament as well. So we got a lot of great football ahead of us. Good luck to the Lions, good luck to U of M, and a whole lot more. We swore in our new state representative over the weekend, Noah Arbit. Our new state representative, there's a nice picture of him, was sworn in. Our own Tyler Keefe was there yesterday. We'll have a lot of coverage of that coming up, and in fact, a very interesting interview with our new state rep coming up in just a couple of minutes. So stick around for Tyler's interview right here on the Splash Live. So coming up this weekend, speaking of all the sports a couple of minutes ago, the West Bloomfield High School football team will be holding its banquet on Sunday. Starts at 4 o'clock, and that's going to be going on at the Meridian in Farmington Hills. Again, the West Bloomfield High School football team final banquet, and 4 to 8 o'clock at the Meridian in Farmington Hills. Mark your calendar. We're going to be there either broadcasting live or at least recording the entire event. So you have an opportunity to see it if you can't make it in person. Lakers, I know they didn't go far in postseason, but they really had an exceptional and remarkable team this year. And we're sending more people like Samaj Morgan off to the University of Michigan. So another great campaign for our West Bloomfield High School football team. Now we're getting ready to transition into basketball season. And we have a really remarkable basketball program here in the greater West Bloomfield area. And there's a big basketball tournament this weekend. It's called the Tip-Off Classic, a 2-day event. It happens on the 9th and 10th. And it's going to be at North Farmington High School. So right in the neighborhood, you can go and watch and look at that lineup. We got a great lineup that's got some of the top teams in the area on day one with Brother Rice and Michigan Collegiate and De La Salle and Renaissance High School. And then on Saturday, there we are, West Bloomfield taking on Detroit Western at 1:30, and that is going to be on the 10th. So if you're a high school basketball fan and you're looking for some fun, it's going to be the 9th and 10th, a 2-day basketball event. You can see admission is only $10, all a great way to get out and learn more about West Bloomfield High School basketball and just get a chance to enjoy the kickoff of the high school basketball season, no matter what team you happen to follow in the area. Here at Civic Center TV, we have an opportunity. We could use your help. In fact, just like everywhere else, we have job openings right now. So I just want to let you know again that if you want to be like Maddie there, who used to work for us and has moved on to bigger and better things, we would love to have you join our staff. We need someone just like you. It's a great opportunity if you're new into the broadcast business or you're trying to break into the broadcast business, a great opportunity to get some experience. We're looking for a television anchor and reporter. In fact, in your anchor role, you'll be doing the show that you're watching right now. We also need a producer and engineer, and we need some social media assistants. If you'd like to join our team, it's real simple. Just send an email to jobs@michigandigital.com. And Michigan Digital is our company that we operate Civic Center TV. So if you are looking for a job, or you know a graduating senior from a university, or maybe somebody that's gone through some kind of vocational training at Specs Howard or somewhere else, and they're interested in a broadcast career, this is a fantastic opportunity. Please tell your friends. So our good friends over at West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation have an alternative idea for the Christmas tree lover in you. And each month they share ideas on how we can all be a little bit greener with their green dream. And their green dream for December is all about Christmas trees. One way to think about being green this holiday is by opting for a live tree that can be replanted. In addition to the environmental benefits, living trees are safer than cut ones. They pose less of a fire hazard, and the heavy container makes them difficult to knock over. So if you want to learn more about one of these green trees, what a great idea. A nice alternative recommended by the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Department. If you're more of a traditionalist, don't forget our good friend Dan Traban has been working so hard. He's got his Christmas tree sale going on at Orchard Lake Road and Commerce Roads right now at Orchard Lake Schools, Orchard Lake St. Mary. And it is a benefit for those schools. And they have some really beautiful trees. We're trying to get over there to do a live broadcast. Hopefully we'll be able to get over there before the week is over or early next week at the absolute latest. Speaking of the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Department, they are asking that if you are going to be taking your dog to one of the permitted areas, that you get your 2023 dog park permit. Now they are on sale. You want to take your dog to the dog park, you have to have a permit. We've had Parks and Rec here on the show talking about how wonderful the dog park is. And look at how happy that little puppy is right now on your screen. Wouldn't you love to take your dog next year out to the dog park? The annual fee is $60 for residents and $140 for non-residents. It's not prorated. A maximum of 40 non-resident households will be accepted. So there's limited opportunity for you if you don't live in West Bloomfield but really want to come to our really cool dog parks. All the information is available, as you can see right there on the screen, at wbparks.org/dog park. And if you are going to register and get involved in that, we recommend that you do so as soon as possible. So if you've been driving around Commerce Road and Orchard Lake Road in these past couple of mornings and maybe late last week, but certainly beginning today, you may have noticed there is an increased police presence. So we have this note actually on Facebook from the Orchard Lake Police Department. They say, please do not be alarmed if you notice an increased police presence near Roosevelt Elementary. Now, remember, Roosevelt Elementary, the old Roosevelt Elementary, the one I know, is not there anymore. It's there, but it's closed. So we're talking about Abbott, which is now Roosevelt. That is Commerce Road and Orchard Lake Road. That kind of reminds me of that car dealership commercial, Birmingham's actually in Troy. Well, Roosevelt's actually Abbott for you old school people. So the police department says, please do not be alarmed if you notice an increased police presence near Roosevelt Elementary School near the intersection of Orchard Lake and Commerce, primarily at arrival and dismissal time. They've been working closely with the school administrators to address ongoing traffic-related issues and get the whole parking, drop off, get the buses in, get moms and dads in, and get all of that traffic route. It's really not easy. And you notice that it's not just our schools, but any school you drive by in the morning when mom and dad are dropping off kids, it's not easy. It can create some congestion and some problems. So they want to get it all right. And the police department is there to do anything they can to make sure it is a safe experience while it's all getting worked out. School traffic for moms and dads are dropping kids off at Roosevelt, now Abbott, now Roosevelt. Well, school traffic will now enter off Orchard Lake Road and exit onto westbound Commerce. This new plan will hopefully alleviate some of the congestion and crossing issues at the intersection, and officers will be there. And again, they're there just to give you a helping hand. It's not a new speed trap or anything. The Orchard Lake Police doing a really good job making sure that area and our entire Orchard Lake community is safe. So we're going to take a break. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Splash Live. Tyler Keefe had an opportunity to have a chat with our new state representative from the West Bloomfield area, and we'll actually see him being sworn in, which happened just yesterday. We've got all the video and an interesting interview coming up for you in a minute. Good morning. You're watching the Splash Live.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. My Michigan TV is streaming everywhere on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and more smart TV apps. My Michigan TV is on your phone too. Take us with you wherever you go. Just search for My Michigan TV on your favorite app store or visit mymitv.com. All Michigan, streaming everywhere. My Michigan TV.
Now that the vaccine is available for children 5 and up, why do you recommend it?
Kids are part of the community and they can spread COVID.
We're seeing both healthy children getting sick from the virus as well as children with underlying health conditions.
They can easily bring the virus home to other people that are vulnerable and make them sick as well.
This vaccine can change that and keep children safe.
It's essential that your children get vaccinated to protect them, to protect your families, and to protect those in the community around you.
Watch Civic Center TV with our brand new live captions. To turn on live captions, go to civiccentertv.com and click Watch Live. In your web browser, click on the Options tab in the top right and find the Accessibilities tab. Then just switch on live captions to heighten your enjoyment of our local programming. Thank you so much for watching Civic Center TV. And now, back to the Splash, live.
Well, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us right here on the Splash Live. Dave Scott in our Civic Center TV studios. Tyler Keefe coming up at 10 o'clock this morning with another hour of live local programming right here. So speaking of local content, we had an opportunity over the weekend, in fact, yesterday, to head out to the Jewish Community Center where Noah Arbit, your new state representative for the 20th District in the Michigan House, was being sworn in. And we actually have video of that with the swearing-in ceremony with Debbie Binder, our West Bloomfield clerk, officiating. Let's watch.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me.
I
state your name.
Noah Jeremy Arbit
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Representative in the State Legislature
Representative in the State Legislature
for the term beginning
January
1st, 2023,
2023,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
I affirm.
All right, well, a very emotional moment and a great moment for Noah, and we wish him the very best. As we can see in our current environment, taking that oath to protect the Constitution is a very important thing, and we wish Noah the very best of luck. He really got some great advice from someone who has had plenty of experience working in the Michigan House. And Lisa Brown, our three-time clerk in Oakland County, was the state representative, was there and had this advice for Noah.
So Noah, I have some advice for you, and I know you've got some of your incoming colleagues here as well. So first of all, the lobbyists call you representative because they don't know your name, okay? So just know that. But remember that the title is representative, okay? And you do have a very diverse group of people that you are representing. Democrats, Republicans, everything in between on either side. Get to know your colleagues on both sides of the aisle. Know them as people before politics, because you'll be amazed at once you get to know somebody, you're going to find that you agree on things, maybe not everything, but there's things that you can work on together, and that is so important in this environment. And know what is a non-negotiable for yourself. Okay, be true to the character that you are, stay grounded, be flexible, but again, know what your non-negotiables are so that you don't lose yourself there.
Good advice from Lisa Brown, our county clerk and former state representative for Noah Arbit, as he is sworn in yesterday at the Jewish Community Center. And again, we wish him the best of luck. Our own Tyler Keefe was there yesterday, had a chance to have more of an extended conversation with our new state lawmaker. Let's check in on that.
I'm here with West Bloomfield native and now the elect to the 20th District in State Congress in the House of Representatives, Noah Arbit. Noah sworn in today at a great event here at Handelman Hall at the JCC in West Bloomfield. What's it like for you to finally be at this moment, at the end of the campaign, all that's going on the campaign trail, now finally being sworn in?
It's very surreal, Tyler, to be, in a room full of my family, friends, community leaders, and just, average members of the community. And I think the biggest word that I would have is gratitude. I'm just so grateful and humbled and honored to be at this moment to be the representative for our community, the community that, I'm from and I've been, living in my whole life. The fact that our community has trusted me to represent them in the state house is so profoundly meaningful, and I look forward to doing everything I can to honor that trust and to deliver for the people of our community.
So much of what you said today and others speaking about you and your vision in running for office was about representing the diversity of this community, especially in the time that we're living in. Speak to that a little bit and how that has become even greater of a focus of yours, given the what we've seen out in the world, especially even here in our community in the last several weeks.
Yeah, I mean, West Bloomfield is one of the most diverse communities in the state. We've got our substantial Jewish community, we've got a Black community, Chaldean community, Asian community, Indian community, gay community. And for me, as someone who is both Jewish and a member of the LGBT community, to really feel that I have a vision and a purpose and a mandate, frankly, to do everything I can to make sure that we are pushing back against hate in our community and across the state of Michigan, that we are, transforming Michigan from a national laggard to a national leader on hate crimes prevention, intervention, and prosecution, which also sort of is in sync with my background, working at the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office, a number of other, the work that I've done has really been focused on how can we ensure that all of our communities are safe and can live up to their potential. And so that to me is a really big focus. And I think there is no better place what better community to help lead that effort for the entire state of Michigan than West Bloomfield? We've got, how many synagogues, we've got the Unity Center up in our border. We've got, Indian congregations and Hindu and congregations. This is a community where faith is incredibly diverse, where ethnicity and culture is incredibly diverse. And so I think West Bloomfield and the representative for West Bloomfield, no one could be better placed to lead on those issues. And so that is exactly what I will do.
The second Democrat to lead this congressional district in the state house since the Civil War, the other being now Oakland County Clerk Lisa Brown. A new Democratic majority in both chambers of the legislature in Lansing for you and others in your party, Noah. And as we talk about diversity of religion and sexuality and race and all other sectors in our community, there's also a variety of ranges of politics in our community too. What do you say to those on the other side of the aisle, especially considering what's going on in state politics with sort of a new order, so to speak, with the Democrats taking over the legislature and also having the gubernatorial seat, about how you'll represent them in this Congress?
Yeah, and I spoke to that directly today, and I've said throughout my entire campaign, I'm a proud Democrat, but I'm not running to serve the Democratic Party. I'm running to serve the people of West Bloomfield, Commerce, and the Lakes, and that means all people, everyone in our community, everyone who lives in the 20th House District. I will fight for them. We may not always agree on everything, but I will always do everything I can to represent people. I'll take your call if you contact my office and have a view on an issue. I will certainly take it into consideration. I'll try to do everything I can to learn and to keep an open mind always, but always with that ethic of representation, because it's not like you get 51% and then the 49% don't matter, right? It's really, really important that everyone feels that they have a stake in our government and our representation, and that's the ethic that I will lead with for our community.
In her speech today, Representative Haley Stevens, the U.S. representative, one of the U.S. representatives for our local area in the U.S. Congress, had mentioned that you may already be well ahead of yourself before you take office in January with some of your legislation. Anything you're already working on, Noah?
Well, like I said, we are already working on the hate crimes reforms that there's a whole suite of reforms that I will be spearheading in this next 102nd legislature. We're really working to make sure that our hate crimes laws are fit for purpose and are not we're not antiquated. And so that's the number of things that I'm working on. We're also working on some gun safety reforms and making sure that our communities are safe and resilient, because I really believe everyone has the right to be able to navigate through life being safe and well. And I think the platform that I ran on and the platform that a lot of my colleagues ran on speaks directly to that. How can each of us as an individuals, as a community, as a state, live up to our potential? That's what the question we are trying to answer is.
Last question for you, Noah, being born and raised in West Bloomfield, now representing West Bloomfield in the state legislature. How does that feel for you, having such a strong connection, a lifelong connection to this community, and now being its representative in our state's legislature?
It's overwhelming and surreal and so meaningful, and I'm incredibly proud to be from this community. And I that's why I ran, because I really felt that our community wasn't getting its due in the state legislature and in Lansing in our representation. And I felt that someone who did have as strong of a connection and strong of ties as I did to this community, could really do a good job, always putting our community first. And so I think being from here, being surrounded by people, friends, colleagues, neighbors, from this community, is going to make me fight for our community relentlessly. And that's what I'm excited to work on doing so for our community.
Noah, thank you so much for talking with us. So we'll certainly talk to you a lot more going into the future in your leadership. Noah Arbit, the newly elected representative for Michigan's 20th district, officially sworn in over the weekend at Handelman Hall in West Bloomfield. Back to you.
Thank you, Tyler. Great job. And thank you very much for going out there. Obviously, a lot of people in attendance yesterday for the swearing in. Congratulations again to Noah. We love to see somebody locally doing well, leaving the politics aside, whether you're a Republican or Democrat. I find that it's really helpful to get to know especially your local politicians, because politics on the national level is very complicated right now. We know it, but it gets less in the way, not entirely out of the way, but it gets less in the way when you're dealing with local people on local issues. Sometimes that will just leapfrog right over politics and we can get an awful lot done. So good luck to Noah, and we look forward to seeing you. Finally, before we go, one final note for our senior audience this morning. One of the most important decisions that you need to make before you retire is when to claim Social Security benefits. And many retirees, I know I'm getting the email, I'm not at retirement age, but I'm already getting emails about Social Security and when I want to take it, because many retirees do apply for Social Security before full retirement age. But be aware, by doing so, you do significantly and possibly permanently reduce the benefits that you're going to get, and maybe even your spouse is going to get over the balance of the lifetime. So you'll start getting benefits earlier, but you're going to get less. So it's something you really got to be careful about and think about. Now, there's going to be a program you might want to attend. It's going on tomorrow at the Hawk in the Farmington Hills Community Center. And there's a couple of programs. You can sign up and register. I'm going to scroll up the page here and give you the phone number you can call for all of the information right now. So that number is right here on your TV. We're going to go all the way up there, and there it is, 844. That's 844-566-7760. There it is. The guys made it blinking a little bit. That's good. 844-566-7760. This is going on in Farmington Hills, right down the road at the Hawk, the Farmington Hills Community Center on 12 Mile Road. Easy to get to. And my guess is they've got some room on the calendar for you tomorrow. 2 programs, one at 11 o'clock and another one at 6 p.m. And why not get some more information before you make that important decision? So that's all the time we have for the Splash Live today. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Awful good to be with you. Tyler will be in here tomorrow, and we hope that you tune in and get all the information you need about your local community. It happens each and every day right here on Civic Center TV and The Splash. Our own Tyler Keefe is coming up again in just a couple of minutes with the Megacast. We'll take a look at even more stories around our area. You enjoy this wonderful day in the greater West Bloomfield area, and we will see you soon right here on The Splash Live. Have a great day.